if I mean it, looking in my eyes, cause I've been waiting for my moment to strike. So come close, let me show you what it's like. Yeah, you can try to stand in my path, but you're gonna regret it. I'll be the one who laughs last while I'm making my exit, cause this is only for the strong of heart, not if you get it. And no matter what the outcome, you better accept it. I can cut like the shell, I can bury the pain, so don't doubt for a second, just get out of my way. Push it in yourself, I'm not letting it go, so take this as a lesson, cause that's all that we know. Will the whole world know your name? When we dance with destiny, I've been there and I've seen it, I'm never gonna stop believing. You'll find your flame. Oh, we can save the day, not die.
It's been 2 days since the mission in the ruined future, and since Xerius's demise. We have told everyone about Xerius's death, and that he was killed by Paradox. But we decided to keep what we saw in the ruined future a secret, just to protect them all. We're now continuing with our patrols as normal, defeating rivalry assassins and darkside minions. We've also got strike teams in the Darklands, keeping the demons distracted each time they attempt to strike the city or the world. However, Ace hardly seems fazed by it all. Could he be toying with us? The only thing we can do now is keep the world safe, and once the Darkia Empire makes their move, we'll be ready.
Terry, can we play something a bit slow? We've been playing chase a lot, and my skirt is getting dirty, and these are new shoes.
You're always thinking a lot about your clothes, sis. But I suppose we have been playing chase a lot. How about we play hide and seek?
Look at them playing so nicely together. They're such good siblings to each other.
They always look after each other, even though they have their differences. After all, they're our children.
Is everything alright, baby? Ever since you told us the latest report, including the one about the Darkia Empire, you've been acting a little bit different. You've been sticking with us a lot, and you've hardly trained.
I'm fine. I just thought it would be best if I stay with my family more often. Family is important, and you guys are the most important things in my life. I know I'm always out fighting crime, and I'm hardly home because of it. And I wouldn't want anything to happen to you all if I'm not there to protect you.
Where's all this coming from? Babe, you never need to worry about us. We're the ones who worry about you all the time. Sylvia has a good bond with you, and she's always wanting to know if you're okay. And Terry really looks up to you. He definitely wants to follow in his father's footsteps. And I'm always making sure our kids are healthy while you're out there keeping the world a safe place for them. You never need to worry about us. Just know that we love you. Always.
Thanks, baby. I love you too. Always and forever. What's that? Where's that power level coming from? I've never sensed anything like this before.
Babe? Are you okay? What's wrong?
I'm sensing a power level, and it's completely different to what I've sensed before. It's not the rivalry, or the dark side, or the end of demons, and definitely not the Darkia Empire. Hang on. There's two of them. And they're heading this way. Kids, get over here now!
Daniel TheFireStormWolf, leader of the Dragon League, one of the mightiest of heroes.
You hold an extraordinary power. Well, so do we. We challenge you to battle. Prove yourself against us.
I don't know who you kids are, but I hate to break it to you. I don't fight for sport.
Then fight for your life!
Scarlet, take the kids and get away from here!
Come on, kids, we have to go.
But Dad needs help.
Your father's not asking. Not bad, Daniel TheFireStormWolf. As expected from the mightiest hero.
You fight well for a teenager, and I guess your friend has the same type of skill. Perhaps you could explain yourselves by telling me who you are.
My name is Slash. Slash the Light Wolf.
And I am Vapor. Vapor the Hedgehog.
Slash and Vapor. Okay, you two, what's the big idea causing a fight in the middle of a park? What do you want?
Not your business.
Can't we do this when the weather's a bit warmer?
So those are his flames. The flames of Daniel TheFireStormWolf.
Time to see what strength he possesses. Crap.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Why would you do that?
Please. They were in the way of our fight.
And if anyone gets in our way, they pay for it.
You're out of your mind. And when innocent people get hurt, that's going too far. I'm putting an end to this.
That's the spirit.
Time to see what he's made of.
Corona Shield.
Amazing. He managed to blast us all the way here.
He's just trying to keep us out of a high-populated area.
In this area, you won't be hurting any more people.
You really care about innocent people, don't you, Daniel? But I suppose that's how you do things.
Now let's see if you can stop this.
Heh, not bad. He's good. We can hardly land a strike on him.
The boss did warn us he'd be this good. Guess it's time to stop holding back.
Hey Daniel, looks like you're enjoying yourself. Mind if we tag in? Jackson, it's been a while since our last session. Go ahead. Let's see how much your training has paid off.
Who are these kids?
No idea. They appear to be the same age as us, and their power levels are good. Let's see what they're made of, shall we?
Heh, you guys shouldn't underestimate us. There's more to us than meets the eye. Impressive. You guys are good. You're actually making us bring out more of our strength.
However, our business is with Daniel the TheFireStormWolf, so I suggest you run along home now.
Oh, is that so?
Then why don't you talk to him? After all, he's right behind you.
What?
Oh shit.
Your little game is finished. Take this. Solar Flare Barrage!
Ouch. That hurt.
Those two were just a distraction. Very impressive.
Alright. Time for you two to explain yourselves. Who are you really, and what do you want?
Heh. You're so keen to know. As expected. Our boss told us everything about you. But you see, this was just a warm-up. We're part of something else. Something bigger. And we had to see if you were ready. And you're certainly more than ready. After all, the revolution is about to begin. And you're invited.
What are you talking about?
If you want to know, then come to the Revolt Citadel, in the country of revolutionaries. There, you will find out everything.
The country of revolutionaries? The Revolt Citadel?
That's right. The revolution will take place there. And everything will be decided. Once and for all.
Bring as many members of your Dragon League as you like. Only the chosen will take stand in the revolution. Until then, see you there, Daniel the TheFireStormWolf.
You fought very well, Jackson. Your training has come along nicely. And you, Arrakis the Saint, you did equally well too. It seems Mossy has trained you very well.
Thank you, Daniel. My training with Mossy has come a long way. He's a good teacher and he's taught me so much on how to control my power.
I came back from my training travels to see how much I've improved. I met Arrakis when I returned to Kostaia and we decided to train together. I even saw Roos last week. He's been training very well too.
All of the apprentices have come a long way. Especially you. You've done us all proud.
I will never forget the day I met you in the city, and you saw my blazing spirit. I am grateful that you chose to train me. Anyway, are you sure about going after those two? It could be a trap.
It'll be fine. Those two are clearly up to something. And they're not alone. Someone sent them here. And they wanted our attention. And I'm gonna find out what it's all about.
Will you need any help?
No thank you. This will be the Dragon League's priority. It seems that's what Slash and Vapor wanted anyway. We'll be alright.
Well, if you're sure. But if you ever need me, just call.
I'll be seeing the apprentices tomorrow. I'll be sure to give them your regards. Please give my best to Mossy.
Hey babe, are you alright?
I'm alright. Those two kids could hardly land a hit on me. But I had some help. Hey Dad, who was that? The one who was just here? That was Jackson. Jackson the Blaze Wolf. He's my student. And that's what happened in the park, Keith. Is there anything you know about the country of revolutionaries? Or whatever this Revolt Citadel is meant to be?
I've never heard of the Revolt Citadel, but I do know a lot about revolutionaries. Here we go. Revolutionaries is an uninhabited country located northwest from our country. Revolutionaries is filled with lands with many unnatural properties. I'm talking floating rocks, colorful storms, and many more. The country became uninhabited due to an unbreakable force of a war from millions of years ago. It's been like that ever since. Well now, this is interesting. There's been activity in Revelionix, and recently, going back months, ever since the nocturnal militia invasion. How did we miss that?
That might have something to do with whatever the revolt citadel is meant to be. Someone's attempting to cover their tracks by hiding in a place we would never look. That's pretty smart.
You might want to take a big team with you. Something tells me there's more to this than we think.
Good idea. Blue and Louie just left to go to the ancient mystic temple to do some research, and most of the others just left on some other jobs. I'll have to gather whoever is available. Thank you all for coming on such a sudden notice. Here's the details of our mission. We're going to the unknown and uninhabited country of Revelionix. I'm not sure what's going on myself, but I think we're being summoned to a challenge. These two teenagers battled me at the park, and they were talking about a revolution or something, so I don't think this is a friendly invitation. This sounds very strange. We've never seen these kids before, and yet they call us to whatever this revolution of theirs could be. This could be a trap, for all we know.
That may be the case, but if this revolution they're talking about could put innocent people in harm's way, then we can't look away from it. This is something that has to be worth investigating.
Then we can't waste any more time. We have to get going now.
Okay then. The coordinates in the lands of Revelionix are unknown, so we can't teleport there through the telepad. So to save our energies from flying, we're going to travel there in the Dragon Wings. Evan has given them some tune-ups, so they'll get us there faster. Let's move our team.
This fortress must be the revolt citadel.
I think you're right. According to the data, this building didn't used to be here, so it must be relatively new.
Look at those walls. They're huge, and they look heavily reinforced. It could take our full strength to blast them down. How do we plan on getting inside? Did you hear that? It sounded like a door opening.
They know we're here. We're being summoned. Let's get going, but stay close.
This place sure is big. This is the only room we found so far.
You can say that again. What is this place?
Look at the energy circuitry flowing everywhere, in the floor, and in the walls. It's like this place has been built from some form of advanced technology.
I've never seen anything like it. What exactly has been built here?
Ah, good. You're here. We have been expecting you.
Wait. It can't be.
But it is.
And it couldn't be any better.
Sable? Swift? What is this? What's going on here, Sable?
Oh, I'll tell you what's going on here, Daniel. You've arrived just in time for the revolution, as we had planned it.
What are you talking about? A revolution to what? Where have you been all this time after you both disappeared?
We have been putting the revolution together. The revolution that will destroy the Darkia Empire once and for all.
The time is gonna come when they will pay for everything they have done. for everything they have done to us.
Zergus is dead, Zatel. You don't need to worry about him anymore. Let us help you. Don't drift into the Empire shadow.
You don't get it, do you? This isn't just about Zergus. It's about the entire force of the Darkia Empire. It's about justice. You may not have been able to save us on that day, but you left us.
We lost you, and we mourn for you. Please, let us help you.
We can't go back from what happened to us, Ed. But we've given up the motives to destroy you, because we're willing to give you a chance. The chance to stand beside us, and you're going to prove yourselves in battle.
As you know, you've met our enforcers, Slash and Vapor.
Enforcers? Zatel, who are those kids?
We found Slash and Vapor in the dark woods of this country. Their lives were completely ruined by the forces of crime. The same crime that was caused by the wars of the rivalry. And no one bothered to help them. I could see the potential in both of them, so I took them under our wing.
No one in the world bothered to help us, and we were all alone, until Zatel and everyone else found us.
Now we fight for their cause, which will destroy all crime in the world, even if we have to hurt others who would dare try to stop us or get in our way. We are the new rays of hope that will guide the world to a new purpose, away from crime.
We are the ones who will make the world a better place. We are the revolutionaries.
The revolutionaries? Zatel, please stop this. This is madness.
No, Daniel. This is the answer to everything. We will destroy the Darkia Empire for what they did, and for what they did to Mystica. Then we will destroy any other criminal organizations.
But that just makes you as bad as they are. The methods you're thinking of doing are too rash. You'll just hurt innocent people along the way. And another thing, Mystica wasn't really our home from the start. We may have had good memories there, and that will always make it our home. But it was also just a place to keep us safe, and prepare us for the invasion of the Darkia Empire. But we were never ready for that.
Shut up, Ed. You don't know what you're talking about. You can't see the true purpose in this.
Calm down, Swift. Remember, they still have a chance to prove themselves in the revolution.
What are you talking about, Zatel?
I'll tell you. We challenge you to battle. You will battle each of us to show your true strength, and that will decide if you are worthy to join us in our mission. But as our enforcers have already told you, only the chosen will take stand in the revolution.
Wait a minute! That looks just like...
You are correct. This here is a device of our own. You see, when the Nocturnal Militia took over your Dragon Cave, they didn't just find ways to trap you through your technology, they also took copies of your tech, including a copy of the blueprints for your little Delta box, so we could make our own. This is Alpha Box.
Alpha Box?
That's right, Daniel. All of the technology here in the Revolt Citadel are alternate creations of what you've built in your mansion. Now then, it's time to begin our battle.
No, Zatel. I won't fight. You are my friend and I will do anything to help you. But I won't fight you. Not like this.
Oh, but you will, Daniel. And here's something that can persuade you. We have planted explosives in every business district in Kostaya City, including police stations, hospitals, and courthouses. If you choose not to accept our challenge, then we will be forced to detonate the explosives, which will result in many casualties.
You wouldn't.
But I will, and I won't hesitate. Now, let us begin. Alpha Box, activate the Hall of Ascension. Select the chosen ones who are worthy to stand in the revolution. If you are standing under a spotlight, you have been chosen to take stand in the revolution. We will all now be sent to worthy battlefields across the lands of revolutionaries, and we shall do battle. The rest of you will remain here, and do not try to escape or intervene, or we will be forced to detonate the explosives that were mentioned. Now then, Alpha Box, send us and the chosen ones to the worthy battlefields across the country, and send the remaining ones to the Chamber of Witnesses.
You're those teenagers who attacked Daniel at the park. Attacked is such an ugly word when you put it like that.
So I guess you're our opponents. What is this place?
This is where me and Slash were found when Zagel and Swift first came here. This is known as the Rift Shadow Expanse. Now then, let's begin.
This is a strange place. I know. There's rocks floating everywhere. So this must be one of the unnatural areas of revolutionaries.
So it seems you will be our opponents.
Welcome to the Shatter Grid. What the hell? Are those guys TheFireStormWolves? That's right. My name is Eric.
And I am his sister, Chloe. Prepare to face our burning combo. We should feel proud to stand in a place like this. This is known as Grassfire Ridge. We are all fighting in different areas across the country that are not too far from each other. During these battles, you can stay in these areas, and you can even switch places with any of your allies in the other areas just like we can.
So you're saying we can fight in any place so long as you're fighting each of us?
But we just can't leave the country or break into your citadel.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Now then, let the games begin.
Wait a minute. They can't be.
Are they lightning wolves? That's impossible.
In this case, nothing is impossible. My name is Ashley, and my name is Mia, and you're about to be struck by lightning. So they've mastered their own super forms. They must have done some serious training to achieve that.
Then let's even the odds. Let's transform too. So they have their own super forms. Then let's rise to the challenge and transform too. insane! I've never seen anything like it!
I just can't believe they're fighting 2 other Firestormwolves and 2 other Lightning Wolves. It's crazy.
I can't stand being in here. Is there really nothing we can do to help them? This could be a very tough battle. I'm more concerned about the battles involving Ed, Jukan, and James.
Yes, I see it too. Their battles seem to be more intense than the others. It's as if their opponents really want to defeat them so badly. I wonder why.
But look at the battle involving Daniel. They haven't made a move yet. This is all too strange. Damn it. If only we can get out there and help. But we can't because of Zagel's threat.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. But right now we just need to rely on the others to handle this.
What do you mean, Troy?
If my guess is correct, then Daniel has nothing to worry about. We can help them all when the time is right. For now, we just need to wait. Very impressive, James. Your darkness powers are just as I remember them, all from training alone.
And your powers are even greater than before, Ed. Both your wind and your hyper energy.
Is that so?
So how do you two know so much about us?
Heck, we never forgot, old friend.
It can't be. Joe the Darkness Wolf. Johnny the Wind Wolf. You're alive?
That's impossible. You were both killed when the Darkia Empire invaded Mystica.
You have no idea what happened on that day.
Now get ready. The Clawbreak Scar will be your place of defeat. Both your lightning abilities seem very familiar somehow. Tell me who you both are. Storm. Thunder. It can't be.
But how? And why?
Ever since that day, when we almost died. That monster. I can't move. What's he gonna do to us?
Ha 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 ha. You belong to me now, my pets. Your worthless friends abandoned you. They found no need for you, and your pathetic weaknesses. I shall create my ultimate weapons out of you. You will become my servants, my creations, my weapons, and the throne of the Darkia Empire will be mine. Ha 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 ha.
Those experiments he did to us were terrible. They were pure torture. And we couldn't fight back. Because we were too weak. We can never forgive ourselves for our own weaknesses, and still be among the living, even when we thought we died as heroes. But we never did. But when Zabel broke us out, we devoted the rest of our lives to get as strong as we can, and destroy all evil that exists in this world, no matter the cost. And we never forgot about you, Dukan. We never forgot that you failed us. You failed to hold on to our promise that I made to you on that day. You were supposed to destroy the Darkia Empire for everything they did. You were supposed to destroy them for what they did to us, but you didn't. So now you will feel our pain and sorrow in this battle.
Alright, that's enough. You two can't just blame Dukan for what happened to you. He's not the one who nearly killed you and faked your deaths. He didn't torture you. You were supposed to be his friends. Instead of trying to hurt him, you should be doing your very best to help him. He's been trying to defeat the Darkia Empire for years, with Daniel and James by his side. And all you can do is blame him for something that wasn't his fault.
What would you know about any of this? Besides, you are not involved in this anymore. Indeed, this is between the three of us, so you can just lay down. And now, Dukan, you will now see what has become your greatest failure. If you cannot defeat us, then you will fall here, in the Breakpoint Bedrooms. We will show you that we are not weak anymore.
I'm sorry for what happened to you too. I'm sorry for what you have been through. But if I had known that Zergus had you both all this time, I would have come for you. I would have saved you.
But you did know, Dukan. You've known for a long time. Ever since you snuck into Zergus' lab after Zabel wrecked it. That's right. We know that you went there. After you had suspicions when you found out Zabel was alive.
Wait, what are you talking about?
We know you obtained that file. The file that was titled Project Lightning. That was us. We were Project Lightning, and I am the subject known as S. You found the only clue that was left behind about us, but you didn't bother looking for us. You forgot about us completely.
What? No. That's not true. I did look into that file. We tried our best to restore it, but the damage on it was too great, and all we found were dead ends. Zero discovered his tracks completely. He made sure he left no other clues behind.
You can save if you come. You cannot change what you did. And the only way to stop this now is to defeat us. You must prove yourself against us, and we won't lose. Not to you, and not to anyone else.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't find you. And I'm sorry that I let you down. But you too. You never used to fight like that. Not from such a dark place.
So that's what you wanted us to see, Zadel. You wanted us to see them all?
That's right, Daniel. Now you know who we all are. Now you know the revolutionaries.
What happened, Zadel? What happened to all of you?
We'll get to that later, Daniel. Because now, it's time to begin our battle.
That's right. And this won't be like the others right now. As you may remember, Zadel and I also unlocked the legendary forms, which is a key to latent potential. After some training and time, Zadel and I have finally achieved our latent potential. See for yourself.
Behold, Daniel. This is Cataclysm Zadel, my latent potential.
And you can call this Velocity Swift.
So they're going all out with their latent potential. Alright, I'll do the same. Hazuku, let me fight Zadel. I have to talk to him. It's the only way to help him. You handle Swift. But watch yourself. He's almost as strong as Ed.
You can count on it.
So, it's finally come to this, Daniel. I've been waiting for this.
I don't understand what you're planning, Zadel. First you wanted to become a crime lord by controlling crime and eliminating anyone who got in your way. Then you faked some criminals' deaths and made them into soldiers for the nocturnal militia that Swift was leading. And this revolution to defeat the Darkia Empire. What exactly is going on here?
Everything I did as the Dark Hood was just to build a secret identity so that I could see what the world has become. Controlling crime was never my true goal. But after seeing how crime is in this world, it now confirms the fact that crime must be destroyed.
And what about the nocturnal militia? The global takeover? What was that all about?
We'll get to that later. It's time to see if you are worthy for the revolution. Very impressive, Daniel. I can see that you are all powerful warriors for lasting this long. I will tell you everything that happened to us. As you know, we are still alive because of Zergus. He's the reason we are back. Me, Swift, Storm, Thunder, Johnny, Joe, Eric, Chloe, Ashley, and Mia. Zergus picked up Joe, Johnny, Eric, Chloe, Ashley, and Mia after they were killed in the city. Not long after we left for Darkia Mountain. As for me, Swift, Storm, and Thunder, he switched our bodies when we were blasted to death. We were very much dead. And he kept us in stasis pods in his lab in Darkia Castle for nearly 2 years. But I wasn't dead. Not yet. I was still holding on as much as I could. And I could feel everything. I could feel the experiments he conducted on us, what they were doing to our bodies, everything. He was going to turn us into his own slaves, to overthrow the paradox, and destroy the world. But one night, when Zergus wasn't looking and he hadn't been in his lab for a long time, I saw my chance. I managed to gain access to my powers, and I broke free. I had to get out of Darkia Castle as quickly as I could, and I escaped undetected. And my body felt so different. I could feel it. I had evolved, and my powers were stronger than before. But I knew that wouldn't be enough to destroy Zergus and the rest of the Empire. But I had to go back for the others. I couldn't leave them. But I also couldn't do it on my own. So I decided to get help. I decided to look for you. But when I made it back to Mystica, it was gone. All of it. Every section of Mystica. All gone. Detroit. Moeka. Megapolis. Ikea. Our home was gone. And I thought you were gone too. I believed you had died in the battle against the Paradox. I believed we had lost everything. I traveled as far as I could. I was traveling for over a month. I thought I'd never find anything. But then I arrived at the Kostaya region. And I arrived in Kostaya City. So I decided to seek help there. I searched for anyone who could be strong enough to help me. I looked all around the city. And then I came to the park. And when I did, I could not believe my eyes. I saw you. I saw you right there. And I was happy. I was so happy to see you there, alive, and well. I could see that you had become a lot stronger than you were the last time I saw you. I knew that you could definitely help me. I didn't question the good fortune of how you could still be alive. But I didn't care. What made me so happy was seeing that my best friend was still alive. And that he had become stronger. I was going to approach you. And tell you everything that had happened. But before I took a step, what I saw next really shocked me. You had a family. You were right there. With a family of your own. And you were laughing in happiness. You were right there, enjoying yourself, having fun, being happy. And that infuriated me. How could you be enjoying yourself when the Darkia Empire was still out there? And our home was destroyed. And you had become so much stronger. You got stronger than you once were, and you had left Mystica behind. And you never destroyed the Darkia Empire for it. I couldn't believe you. From what I saw, you abandoned Mystica and you started a new life. And you let those monsters live. How could you do that? I wanted to confront you for it. But I couldn't. I couldn't bear to look at you like that. So I left far from the Kostaya region and I didn't look back. I went as far as I could. And I ended up in the eastern corner of the country. I couldn't believe what had become of you. I didn't know what to do now. I couldn't hold back my rage any longer. And then suddenly, I found my answer to the problem. I stumbled upon a crystal. It had very interesting power. And when I held it in my hand, I could feel it boosting my power. It began to surge. And I could see that there were more of those crystals in that crater. So I came up with an idea. to see how I could make the Darkia Empire pay by using the power of this crystal. So I went back to Kostia City and found out many things. The criminal organizations known as the Rivalry, and the Dark Side, and you being the leader of a league of heroes known as the Dragon League. I thought if I could defeat all of you with this power, the Darkia Empire wouldn't stand a chance. But I couldn't dig up all the crystals myself, so I had an idea. I went to Supernova Blast Furnace in the Hestraland region, and I secretly stole some Hanukkah, the rarest metal in the country. And I managed to forge a sword by boosting my flames with a crystal. I decided to call my sword the Lazarus Blade. And with that, my plan was ready. My vengeance was ready to begin. I studied everything I needed to know about the rivalry and the dark side, and I knew where to start. I targeted Francis's businesses. Control and crime in Kostia City was the perfect step of the plan. To pick off the rivalry's elite fighters one by one, and soon the dark side, but also your Dragon League. And that was when I hit my face. That was when I became the Dark Hood. And when I started taking out some of the rivalry's assassins and the dark side's minions, I faked their deaths and brought them to the crater where I found the crystal. I offered to train them to become stronger if they dug up some more. And that's when the dig site began.
Zatel, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you had been to Kostia. But that's not what you were thinking. I did try to destroy the Darkia Empire. I created a sunshine bomb, and we all threw it directly at Darkia Mountain. The explosion blew us all away. We were sure they didn't survive. But we were wrong. The Empire is immortal. That's how they survived.
You can save all of your excuses, Daniel. I don't want to hear any of them. You failed to destroy the Darkia Empire, and you've been ignoring them. That's all I see.
But what about the global takeover incident? The Nocturnal Militia? What did that have to do with anything?
I'll tell you. That was all my idea. When Zatel took down one of Francis's shipments, he went back to Darkia Castle. He snuck back into Zergus's lab and confronted him. Zatel then blew up Zergus's lab and completely destroyed it. And when that happened, the explosion set the rest of us free. Zatel managed to escape with all of us just in time, and he brought us to the dig site, and told us all about the crystals, and how we could use them. He also told us about you guys in Kostia City. So we were all on board. But I also had a plan. I told Zatel and he agreed to it. I went to Nano Innovations Laboratory in Hestraland City and signed up as a project designer under a false name. I was creating some high-tech suits for the rivalry assassins and darkside minions at the dig site. My plan was to create our own militia army, because we were gathering up as many Kyber crystals as we needed, but we needed to keep your team of heroes out of the way. That's why I created the Nocturnal Militia. Back at the dig site, we were then approached by a Black Ops military team. At first we thought they came to take us down, but instead they were rather impressed with the army we had built, and they offered us a gift. Tanks, drones, helicopters, vehicles, and weapons. We accepted their offer, and that's when I decided about the global takeover. If we somehow placed our forces all around the world, you would be too busy dealing with all of it that you wouldn't be able to discover our dig site. But we needed to know everything about your Dragon League. Luckily, one of our soldiers, who was once a Darkside minion, told us about Gazo having a plan to collect data analysis on all of you, and that the rivalry was also looking for the Kyber crystals. So that gave me an idea. I created a high-tech suit for myself and managed to get in touch with Gazo and arranged a meeting with him. I came to him as the Nocturnus Knight. I offered him a deal for all of the battle data analysis he collected on you and all of your friends, and in return, I helped him. If he gave us the data on all of you, I would send him some shipments of the Kyber crystals we dug up. I even sweetened the deal by offering to get the mythical orbs from you, because the rivalry wanted them so badly. He accepted the deal. Since then, I kept the suit on and remained as the Nocturnus Knight, and I did as I had promised. I delivered the Kyber crystals, and he gave me the battle data. We captured most of your Dragon League and kept them in different places across the world, and that gave us enough time to get the crystals. We even kept enough for ourselves, so that we could use them for what we had planned. But of course we couldn't let the rivalry and the dark side destroy you while we had something planned for you. That's why I set Ed free when he was captured by Gazo, so that you could defeat them and we could be prepared for you. After you defeated the rivalry and the dark side, and we lost our militia, we began our training. The training to prepare for the revolution, and so we came here to Revelionix, to set up our own base with the blueprints we copied from your Dragon Cave. And when we arrived, that's when we found Slash and Vapor. When they told us that they were abandoned and ignored, we saw the potential in both of them. We recruited them to join our cause, and they accepted our offer. We trained them and we all trained together to get ready for this day, and prepared to destroy the Darkia Empire once and for all, and eliminate all crime in existence to create a perfect world. Now you know where the rest happens.
I'm so sorry for everything. If I had known, I would have saved you. Now that I know everything, I still have one question. Why summon us here? What exactly is your plan here?
Because we want you to join us. We want you to join the revolutionaries. Join us, and we will lead the revolution together. We will take the Darkia Empire down, and then we will eliminate all criminal organizations in the world. But it's not as simple as that. First, you have to prove if you can really defeat us. If you can defeat us, then you are worthy to join us. But if you cannot defeat us, then we will have to destroy the Darkia Empire ourselves.
Zadel, please. This fight is now meaningless. You can't defeat us at the stage of your power like this. There's no reason to keep on fighting.
Ha 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 ha. I disagree.
Huh? What do you mean? Zadel. What are those?
These are what we created ourselves, to gain the power we need for our revolution. From putting the Kyber crystals together, these are the mark of the revolutionaries. These are the Kyber emeralds.
Kyber emeralds?
Why do you think we kept some Kyber crystals for ourselves? It was so that we could put them all together to create the Kyber emeralds. Now we all have one of our own.
Back when I was fighting the rivalry and your Dragon League as the Dark Hood, I was enhancing my powers with a Kyber crystal, so that I could defeat them all with no trouble. but I never used a Kyber crystal when I fought you and your team on Snowfield Mountain. I wanted a fair fight with you. And now that we have these Kyber emeralds, we are now going to see how strong we really are. It's time to get serious. Time to unleash our true strength. Once, we were called heroes. We fought for a world that promised to protect its own. That world failed. We were buried beneath its lies, left in darkness, forgotten. But we endured, we rose, and now, we will remake this world ourselves. No more waiting, no more mercy, no more illusions of peace. If the world refuses to change, then we will force it to. We are not the fallen. We are not the forgotten. We are the stars that refuse to die. From the skies of darkest times, the stars still shine. Once, Mystica had stars too, warriors who fought with honor, friends who believed they could protect their home. But when Mystica fell, those stars were left to die. We are the flames that refuse to be extinguished, the shadows and storms that strike from the darkness. The warriors who rose from death itself, the blades of our revolution. We were the heroes of Mystica. We fought beside you. We bled beside you. We died beside you. But while you waited, the Darkia Empire continued to spread. So now we will do what you refused to do. Burn the Empire to the ground. And we are going to do that with this very power you see before you. From the lights of the Kyber Emeralds, we have awakened the Kyber forms.
This isn't good. We know how dangerous the Kyber crystals are when they were used against us. Who knows how dangerous that kind of power might be from a transformation that's been granted by a new form of those crystals.
You're right, Daniel. Allow us to give you a taste of this power.
It's devastating. I've never faced anything like it.
If that's the best you can do, Daniel, then you may as well just give up here and now. You're not going to beat us like this. You don't stand a chance.
Zadel. I'm not going to let you win this fight. And I can't let you do what you're planning. This isn't you. Don't give up so easily, Daniel. This fight isn't over yet.
Hello, Ed. I figured you would come here soon. Welcome to Nullstorm Valley.
Hazuku, switch places with me. Go fight alongside James. Me and Daniel will handle these two.
All right. Just keep your guard up.
You know, this is actually a good thing. The two of us and the two of you, standing here together.
Yes, we've been looking forward to finishing our fight with you. We didn't get to finish it properly. And now, the time has come at last.
I couldn't agree more. But this isn't going to end how you think. Daniel, we need to stand tall in this battle. And right now, we need to give it everything we've got. We need to fight with everything we stand for. You're right, Ed. We can't hold back in this fight. We need to get serious. And that is something we must do in this battle, no matter what. Everyone, it's time to give this battle everything we've got. It's time to awaken the divine energy.
Daniel. What is this? What kind of power is that?
We went through some serious training to gain this power. This power comes from the very light within our hearts. This power is a blessing from divine beings. This is known as the divine energy.
Is that really the power of a god? Well, there is only one way to find out. The final battle of our revolution starts here. Which one of us will prevail? The ones who hold the enhanced power of Kyber? Or the ones who hold great divine power?
I've been looking forward to settling things with you, Ed. I hope you're ready for this.
This is only going to go one way swift. And I don't want it to end the way I know it will. Just as I never wanted this fight to happen. I didn't want to use my full strength in this fight, Zadel, but you pushed us this far. Now we're going to put a stop to this. Right here, right now. Zale. You've lost. It's over.
Yes, Daniel. You have won. You have proved that you are stronger than us. It was incredible. Now there's only one thing left. As part of the revolution, now that you have proven yourselves, you are ready. Join us. Join us, Daniel, and together we will destroy the Darkia Empire. Wipe out crime across the entire world. The world will be at peace, and no one will ever oppose us. Come back to us, Daniel. Let's begin our friendship once again.
Zale. I will do anything I can to help you. Anything to bring our friendship back together. But right now, I cannot be a part of this.
What? You choose not to join us? You refuse to join the revolutionaries?
That's right.
Have you lost your mind, Daniel? Do you even realize what you're turning down? Do I perhaps need to remind you about the explosives we have placed in Kostia City?
You guys, you broke out of the revolt citadel. Ryan, Nigel, what are you doing here?
I'll explain. Back in the revolt citadel, when Zale revealed himself and the revolutionaries, I secretly contacted Master through my communicator. Sure had his communicator on speaker the whole time. We heard everything, especially the threat about the explosives. And Daniel, you have nothing to worry about.
We searched every building in Kostia. There are no explosives.
In other words, Zale, your threat was a lie. You were bluffing.
So you figured it out. Sigh. Fine then. Yes, it was a bluff. But it was the only way to get you to agree to fight us. We knew you wouldn't fight us with all of your strength. We knew you wouldn't take us seriously. So I had to come up with something. That was the best I could think of.
Even though you were bluffing, Zale, I still can't be a part of this. I haven't forgotten about what your enforcers did. Slash and Vapor. The way they knocked away those civilians during our fight.
Okay, maybe we took that too far. But it doesn't always have to be like this. It only goes to show that if anyone is in our way, then they're going to get hurt. It only shows that they have to stay out of our way, and they won't get hurt. Once we have ridden the world of crime, then no one will have to get hurt again.
But that just shows that you will do anything to get what you want, just by hurting people. That doesn't prove anything. It doesn't show how superior you are. It just makes you like every other criminal out there. These innocent people didn't do anything to you. It doesn't give you the right to hurt them just because they're in your way. And that is why I will never join you. Not this, not your revolutionaries. I won't.
So that's it. You choose to walk away from us again? You're not going to come back to us and start again? You're going to leave us? We're supposed to be friends.
No, Zale. I am your friend. I always will be your friend. But right now, this isn't you. This isn't who you are. This isn't my best friend who tried to protect me on Darkia Mountain. You can't let vengeance decide who you are.
You senseless dolts. You dare talk to us about vengeance. Vengeance is all we need now, and it's what the Darkia Empire deserves. And you're not doing anything about them. You are just letting them walk around freely.
No, Swift. That's not true. We want to defeat the Darkia Empire more than anything we do.
Oh, really? Then why aren't you doing anything about it now? You have all this power. You're so strong, and yet you're just wasting time with the families you have built.
No, that's not it. We know we are ready to take on the Darkia Empire. We know this power is enough to face them. But we can't just go storming our way to them right away. We have to do it the right way. We have to be smart about it. It's not the first time they've outsmarted us. That's right. When we gained the true strength of our latent potential, claimed the gifts from our ancestors, we went after Vi Paradox and the Empire straight away. But they completely surpassed us. we didn't stand a chance. And we can't let it happen again. That's why we have to wait. That's why we're doing this the right way. And once the Darkia Empire makes their move, we'll be ready for them.
Then so be it. You've made up your mind. And so have we. From this day, we are no longer friends. We are officially enemies.
No, Zabel, please. It doesn't need to be like this.
Save it, Daniel. We know where we all stand in this now. You're too weak to do what needs to be done. And that's all there is to it. Get out of here now. And don't come back. The next time we meet, we will not show the same restraint.
Well, Daniel, shall we go after them?
No, let them go. There's nothing we can do now. Let's go home.
I just can't believe it. Storm. Thunder. All of them. Alive.
Zergus really had us all fooled, and he planned on using them as weapons. All these years alone, in his lab, all of that loneliness, turned into vengeance, and we had no idea he had them all this time. Who am I kidding? They have every right to be mad at us. It was us who let them down.
I never thought I would say this. I miss Mystica. I miss all the times we had with him. If only we could just go back to that day. No, we can't go thinking like that. We can't fret on what happened in the past. It won't do us any good. What happened in the past stays in the past. What happens now is what we choose to do now. And right now, we have to do everything we can to help the revolutionaries. One day, if we can get them to understand, then maybe, just maybe, we can get our old friends back. And we can fight together, the right way. Daniel's right. We can't keep thinking about the past. We have to think about the future. Otherwise, all that training from the trials of the gods would have been for nothing.
I agree. We must keep moving forward, for the revolutionaries' sakes, and for the sake of all of those who have been hurt by the Darkia Empire.
Then we will do everything we can to help them, and we won't give up on them. We will prove that to them, no matter what it takes.
That's right, because that's what we do. We stand by those who need help, and the revolutionaries need our help. More than anything, it was so tough today, I can't get it out of my head.
Then maybe for tonight, don't be the Dragon League. Just for tonight. Just be our husbands.
I agree with Scarlet. We just got the kids to bed, so why don't we all spend the night together?
Yes, Angel has cooked a nice warm meal for all of us, so let's go and enjoy it together.
Then we'll go outside in the snow and sit by the fire. It's a beautiful night for it.
Come on, let's go together and be a family. The family who always stands by each other.
I am very disappointed with the choice they have chosen. I thought they would join us, but I was wrong.
Let's just forget about them, Zabel. They've made their choice.
We should just focus on what's important, and that is destroying the Darkia Empire.
Yes, I agree. They've turned their backs on us again, so let's do what must be done.
Actually, I may need to argue against that. I think we may need them after all. Not the Dragon League, but just Daniel, Ed, Dukan, and James.
I agree with Chloe. We saw their power. This divine energy was so strong against us. I'm not entirely sure if our kyber forms may be strong enough against the Darkia Empire alone.
So what do you suggest we do?
I think I have an idea. I managed to hack into the International Criminal Database, and I found someone who's out on parole, a witch sorceress. Maybe she can help.
Very well then. It's decided. We will try one last time. We will get Daniel, Ed, Decon, and James to join us. And we are going to use the Dragon League to help us with that. This time, they won't have a choice.
Well, find anything?
Yes, I think I have.
I see. I think I found something too.
Is it good news?
No, it's not. It's just as we expected.
Then the runes were true, as they all pieced together in these books. It can only mean one thing. This is bigger than we thought.
What does that mean?
It means we're not safe. We never were.
Sounding alone, shattering me like glass, covered in scars. But roses are coming through the cracks. Others you killed, you promised to help me rebuild. You caught me off guard. Sound the alarm. Said you'd keep me safe, now you're tearing me down. Am I way too west now that you're not around?